Some of you have become so deluded by the expectations set by online gurus that you are self-sabotaging your chances of success. Let me say that again. Some of you have become so deluded by the expectations set by online gurus that you are sabotaging your chances of success. Now, I've been gone for a very long time. I'm coming back now because I wanted to make this video to kind of bring some of you fiery entrepreneurs back down to earth and kind of lay the foundation of what you should be expecting in the world of online money making, because some of you are expecting the completely wrong thing. And because those expectations are so far from reality, you are self-sabotaging your chances of success. I have seen entrepreneurs with no experience, who've never done any work, that have never been paid for anything, that have literally never even got their foot in the door, turn down a quick $300 job because their favourite guru told them they should be getting paid $1,000 for it. I've seen that happen. They've lost the opportunity to make a little bit of quick, easy money, and they've lost the opportunity to get a case study, and they've lost the opportunity to potentially make a connection for future work going forward, because they've self-sabotaged themselves and said, oh, I charge premium rates, when they've never done a scrap of work in their entire life. They've just seen YouTube videos, they might have bought a course, and they've done a little bit of practice and posted it in a Discord server. And they get a client and they turn it away because it's not $1,000 like they expected to make. And so what I want to do in this video is set the expectations of what you should all expect, because some of you, again, you're just getting it completely wrong. And you know, one of the big reasons why you are not yet successful is because you are self-sabotaging, thanks to the unrealistic expectations that have been set by whoever it is that you follow online. And that's just the reality of it. So this video is going to be a quick catch-up about where I've been, what I've been doing, and the series of events that's led me to now making this video for all of you, because it's very important. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, if you're early days, if you're one of those people that sits on YouTube watching how to get rich online, this video is for you. Okay? And the reason it's for you is because it applies to everyone. It applies to everyone. It doesn't matter what business model you're doing. It doesn't matter what it is that you're trying. This applies to everybody. Okay? So first things first. We need to completely strip away this idea that you are going to get rich because all of your clients are going to pay you a salary each. Say you're doing client work, for example. That is unrealistic. So what I mean by this is a lot of online gurus will tell you that you can get paid $2,000 a month. Some of them even go out there and say you can get paid $5,000 a month, which you can, but you can't watching this video. Some of them even say you can get paid $5,000 a month, but let's just say that you think you can get paid between $1,000 and $2,000 a month for doing X, Y, Z. Let's just say, from a copywriting perspective, this used to be a copywriting channel. Let's just say that you think you can get paid $1,000 a month for doing 3 emails a week, okay? That's what you think. Back in the days you could, because there was no AI before. Now there is AI, people being a little bit stingy with the money. Back in the days you could, now you can't. So you're going into meetings, you're meeting clients, and you're expecting to say, I want to get paid $1,000 a month and I'll do 3 emails a week for you. And then the client turns around and says, no chance, I'll give you $400 a month for 3 emails a week. And you think, 400? That's not going to make me rich. What am I going to do with 400 quid? And then you say, oh, well, unfortunately my rates are $1,000. And then the client says, right, see you later. And he doesn't care and he doesn't give it a second thought. And then you sit there like this. Oh, shit, I've lost a client. Bollocks. What do I do? Now, I want to put something into perspective for all of you who've managed to sit down for 4 minutes and not drift off into whatever other bullshit you want to watch about making $1 million in 2 weeks. If you're still here and you're actually taking this career seriously, I'm going to set the realistic reality for you. And the realistic reality is that most clients that you're going to get especially if you're in a career like copywriting, most clients that you're going to get are probably going to pay you max $500 a month. Now, you can charge setup fees for like email marketing, so say you need to do the setups for, like building email sequencers and, setting up tech and back-end stuff, then yeah, sure. Most of you, especially if you're watching this channel, you're into copywriting, so the only thing you know how to do is slap words on a Google Doc, okay? You're not going to get paid more than 500 quid a month for slapping words on a Google Doc. But let's use the number 400 as an example. The number 400 for 3 emails a week. So let's say every Friday, you get up, you sit down at your laptop, and you bang out 3 emails in an hour, which is pretty easy to do, especially with AI. You could probably do it in 20 minutes. But let's say that you've used a bit of AI and you've used your copywriting knowledge to edit the emails and actually make sure they're good, okay? So you spent an hour and you've done the 3 emails for that week. So let's say, forget Friday, let's say you get up on Monday. Okay, so then you go in and you schedule Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They're all scheduled, you're done in an hour. You're getting paid $400 a month for those 3 emails. For 3 emails a week, okay? So that's $100 a week. You've just done 3 emails in an hour. Therefore, technically, you've just made $100 in an hour, which most of you couldn't even dream of making in an hour. Now, that is only rubbish when you don't have more client work to do, okay? But what a lot of you don't seem to understand is making money online doesn't come from getting one client that decides to give you 10 grand a month. That just doesn't happen. It's not realistic. It comes from 20 clients who all give you 500 a month. And that is where the money comes from, because those 500s add up. And the more you can get, the more money you're going to make. Because more often than not, especially if they're paying small prices like that, it's usually just for simple jobs. They're usually paying you so that they don't have to think about it. Most of the time, they're not even bothered about getting results. So you can literally just use AI. If they're bothered about results, they'll pay you a little bit more. If they're not bothered about results, most of the time, they're just paying you so that they don't have to think about it. Paying for it to be done. And therefore, you can literally just get up and smash it out. So I used to have, I've bagged him off now, but I used to have 6 clients. I say him, it's 6 clients. It's one client, but he had 6 different entities. So he owned 6 different businesses. And he used to pay me $300 a month per business. Okay. So that's 1,800, I think. 1,800 a month I got for doing the emails for 6 businesses. So technically that's 6 clients. If I'd have closed them all individually rather than meeting the big boss who owned all of them, that's $300 a month per business. Some of you would snuff your nose at that. But let me tell you something. He only wanted 1 email a week for a start. So he only wanted 1 email, so I'd just do the email every Friday per business. So it'd be every Friday I would wake up, I would do 6 emails, 1 for each business on that Friday, and then publish all of them. And that's it. That's all I would do. And most of the time, and again, he didn't give a shit. He didn't give a shit if they were good. He didn't give a shit. None of that. And because he paid me so minuscule, I just used AI. I grafted at first, when I first got the client, when he was like really on me and watching my work and like they do, and he were making sure that I knew what I was doing and checking up on me all the time. And yeah, I hand-wrote it and I impressed him. But then as soon as he got comfortable and stopped checking and just left me to it because he knew that I knew my shit, then I just started using AI for it all. And, I would wake up on Friday, use AI to generate 6 emails, which would take about an hour, if that, because I would still go through and edit a few little things. So it'd take me about an hour to do 6 emails, and then it'd take me about 30 minutes to publish them all. And so in an hour and 30 minutes, I had completely finished what's 1,800 divided by 4. I'm terrible at maths, something like 400. I just made about 400 quid, which is about $600 in an hour and 30 minutes every Friday. It was just free money. So I was getting, if it was £1,800, so if we're talking dollars, that's like 2,200 or something like that. So let's just say it was $2,000 a month. I was getting paid $2,000 a month, which is a full-blown salary for working 1 hour on a Friday morning. And that is where the money comes from. Now, of course, I've got extra clients as well, which do pay me more. These are more premium clients, so they do require a little bit more focus and a little bit more, you know, patience and hard work. But this one particular client paid me $300 a month per entity, and I just smashed all the work out in an hour and made a salary from it. So you guys need to stop expecting the world. If you're making a store, if you're selling a SaaS product, if you're offering copywriting services, if you're doing AI infrastructure, you, especially if you're brand new, need to stop showing up in front of clients and demanding these premium rates, because you are not worth it, okay? If you've been doing this for 5 years, you've got a massive portfolio, no one's ever failed before, you've driven ROI through the roof, and you've got the statistics and the spreadsheets to prove it, then yes, demand premium rates. But you watching this, you wouldn't be sat on YouTube watching a video, especially not 11 minutes in. You wouldn't be sat here watching this video if you were a successful entrepreneur. You sat here watching this video because you want to learn how to become a successful entrepreneur. So for literally all of you watching this video who are still here, stop demanding premium rates. You need to go in, you need to be realistic, and you just need to stack these mini clients, okay? Stack these mini clients, and that's where the money comes from. Now, I've got one more thing before you go. If you've been subscribed to this channel, hi, I'm back. I'm going to be back for a while because I've got a series planned. I don't know how I'm going to really do it, but I'll figure it out. I've got a series planned because I have figured out, again, this is one reason, I'm going to be telling you all the reasons in a series on this YouTube channel. I have figured out why you're not successful. I'm just going to be making videos talking about why you're not successful. Now, that might sound really depressing, but it's important that you all watch it, because unless you are self-aware of the things that are stopping you from becoming successful, then you can never stop doing the things that are stopping you from becoming successful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be making a few videos which will explain why you're not successful and what you can do to counteract it and what you can do to become successful. And then I'm going to present to all of you a solution, as my copywriting mind immediately comes to solutions. You guys have got too many problems. I'm going to address all of those problems in a YouTube series, and then I'm going to present the solution to all of you. And that solution is a way to make money online without having to send outreach, without having to deal with clients, without having to show your face, without having to learn a really complicated skill like copywriting, without having to fork out loads of money in upfront investment like ads for drop shipping or anything like that. You can just make money online by almost doing nothing. I've actually figured out a way that you can do it, that anyone can do. Now, you all know me. You all know that I'm transparent. You all know that I don't bullshit. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you can make 10 grand a month and anyone can do it, even if you live in a mud hut in the middle of Saudi Arabia. Okay, I am telling you that this thing that I have discovered, anyone can make money online with it. Anyone. And I'm going to teach you how to do it. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like the video, leave a comment down below, tell me where you're all up to in your careers, and I'll see you in the next video. Look forward to it. This is going to be one of the best series I've ever done, if not the best.